and we are providing public access both in the courtroom and also online. And first going to call out of order, we have People v. Kevin Sparks, 25-93347FH. I discussed with counsel. We had a pending motion and docket call. The prosecutors filed a nollie of that case because of some federal court decisions that impact that. And so the court has signed that. So that case is dismissed. Bring in Mr. Funk. All right, Mr. Funk, good morning again. We're here for an arraignment and People v. Christopher Goldbeck, file 25-93359FH. We've got Mr. McLennan for the people, Mr. Funk for the defendant. Mr. Funk and his client are appearing by Zoom video. Mr. Funk, have you had a chance to review the charges with your client?
Yes, sir. I've got them sit right next to me.
Do you or he wish to have those allegations read into the record?
We waive the reading, Judge. Thank you.
And how does your client wish to plead to those charges?
He stands mute to these charges.
Well, under a plea of not guilty on your behalf, Mr. Goldbeck. And Mr. Funk, is a forensic center referral requested in this case?
No, sir. It's not appropriate.
What would be the estimated of the trial?
But you mean the time to try the case?
Yeah, the estimated length to try the case.
1 day, Judge.
Okay. We'll schedule this for a docket call on September 8th at 9:30 in the morning. And I would allow Zoom appearances for you and your client if you so choose, Mr. Funk.
Thank you very much, Judge. I appreciate that.
Anything else for purposes of scheduling from the defense, Mr. Funk?
No, sir.
From the people, Mr. McLennan?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set today then.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. And let's call People v. Theodore Beck, file 25-93365FH.
Morning, Your Honor. Matt Wood on behalf of Mr. Beck.
Morning, and we're here for an arraignment. Have you had a chance to review the charging document with your client?
We waive its reading, Your Honor, and stand mute as the charges.
All right, well, under a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf to those charges, is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not, Your Honor.
What's the estimated length of the trial?
Probably 2 days, Your Honor.
Schedule this for a docket call on September 8th at 9:30 a.m. Now, I also, Mr. Beck, have to arraign you on a show cause. It is alleged that you have violated the conditions of your bond and are therefore in contempt of court by having contact with the complaining witness in this case. You have the right to have a hearing on that allegation where your contempt would need to be established by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to the assistance of your lawyer at that hearing. If you are found, and you can present evidence in your own defense and question any witnesses presented against you. If you are found to be in contempt or admit to the same, I could order you to serve up to 93 days in jail and or pay a $7,500 fine. Separately, if I believe that you're not complying with the conditions of your release, I can revoke that release. And Mr. Beck, do you understand the rights that you had and the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Voigt, do you know how he wishes to plead to the contempt?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty to that and schedule that for a bond violation hearing at the same date and time. And if you could please let Mr. McLennan know whether your intention is to have a contested evidentiary hearing or not that day, that'd be great. Or if there's no further violations and the parties just want to continue to track it, I have no objection to that as well. Now this was set for a show cause. Mr. McLennan, are you asking for any revisitation of bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and I did talk with counsel before we went on the record. My understanding is that there is an agreement that there would be a slight amendment to the bond to include no contact with two additional persons. Is that right, Mr. Voida?
That is correct, Your
And that's right, Mr. McLennan?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're not going to put those persons' names on the record we're streaming to YouTube right now. I did receive those names, and we'll put that on the new bond form. And Mr. Beck is aware of who those persons are.
He is, and he will sign the necessary bond paperwork to reflect those changes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Beck, I want to impress upon your mind that having any contact with any of these folks is a serious violation, only because the contact in this allegation appears to have been unplanned and momentary. That's the only reason why you're going to walk back out of this courtroom this morning?
Yes, sir.
If you were to have any further contact with that person or any contact with these two additional people, I won't hesitate to have you defend this case from inside the jail cell. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're all set today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, what will you need to hang around and sign that?
No, because we'll have to prepare that out of the Sheboygan office, I think.
Thank you.
Mr. Vogler, I've got Mr. Darga, I think, from the jail here. All right, up next, we have an arraignment in People v. Ray Darga, file 25-93366F8. Mr. Darga is appearing from the Crestfield County Jail. Mr. Vogler, have you had a chance to review the charging document with Mr. Darga?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you or he wish to have its allegations read?
No, neither case.
Is there more than one? I've only got one case up for.
Yeah, 6-6 and 6-7, they have 6-7.
I don't have the 6-7.
I got some documents here for you, Your Honor. We're gonna enter a plea this morning based on an agreement. However, I do want to be sitting next to Mr. Darga when we do that.
Okay, do you want us to bring him up? Because we're going to need to get.
Well, he said he'd prefer to stay there.
Okay.
So.
Mr. Gilbert, are
Yes,
you
sir.
ready with Mr. Doherty?
Yes, he's ready to go.
This is file 24-93337FH. People be Dylan Doherty. Here for docket call. What's our status, Mr. Gilbert?
Your Honor, this matter has not been resolved, so I'm asking that the court put Mr. Doherty onto the trial docket.
Okay. I want to take down the necessary information to do this. All right, Mr. Doherty is not in custody. The over was some time ago. I think there was another case that was not a companion case, but a related case with another party. I think it delayed a lot of things here. Let's see. What would be the estimated length of trial, Mr. Williams?
I think possibly 3 days.
Mr. McLennan?
To be safe, 3.
All right, because you'll have to have medical testimony in this case then, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's schedule this then for, I've got a 3-day block in the schedule. Wednesday, October 29, into the 30th and 31st. Any objection to that date from the people,
No, Your Honor.
from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Give you 21 days to file witness and exhibit lists, 7 days before trial for jury instructions and verdict form. We should come back for a docket call, maybe the September 8th docket then,
That'd be fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
September 8th at 9:10 a.m. All right, anything further from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the defense?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Doherty, we'll see you next on September 8th for any last minute changes or pretrial issues that need to be resolved. And then your trial is scheduled to begin on Wednesday, October 29th. Have a good day. We also have Mr. Gilbert, a show cause, and we never did arraign people be Michaela Hayes. Is she present?
Excuse, Your Honor.
All right, this is file 25-93360FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please?
Zachary McLennan on behalf of the people.
And James Gilbert here on behalf of Ms. Hayes.
All right, so as to the show cause for failing to appear for the arraignment, it looks like there was also a question about failing to test. Do you have any information before we go formally on that?
Yes, Your Honor. She was currently at Bear River, I believe it was Bear River counseling. She had called me the day before or I believe it was a Monday. I think she had called me on Friday, but she was in treatment at that time.
Okay, tested now.
I believe she is.
Mr. McLennan, any contrary information or objection to dismissing the show cause?
Well, Your Honor,
Pardon, Your Honor, if I may, Jeremiah Buffalo Wirgo on behalf of the people. I am working a NA matter with Ms. Hayes, and I can verify you through that. She was at Bear River. She was testing, got tests for her under that to show that she's testing clean.
Okay, I'll dismiss the pending show cause then. Let's arraign her on the case. Have you had a chance to review the charging document with her?
Yes, she is aware of the charging document, and also she will waive the reading.
All right, and how she wish to plead?
She's going to stand mute.
Hayes will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf to, it looks like, a charge of manufacture of methamphetamine near a school or library. 2 counts of delivery of methamphetamine, 1 count of maintaining a drug house, and 1 count of use of methamphetamine. Is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not.
Estimated length of trial?
I believe that would probably be 3.
3 would probably be.
Worst case scenario, Your Honor, 3.
All right, is this appropriate for a docket call August 11, or do you want September 8?
I believe September 8th, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. McClellan?
No, Your Honor.
We'll schedule your docket call for September 8th at 9:20 a.m. Anything further from the people?
No, Your Honor.
From the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you very much.
Okay, have a good day, Ms. Hayes.
Zachary McLennan on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. James Gilbert here on behalf of Mr. Wigarish, standing to my right.
All right, morning. Have you had a chance to review the pre-sentence report and recommendations?
We have, Your Honor.
Any additions, corrections from the defense?
Your Honor, the only thing we would ask is to define a little bit on page 2 where it's listed prior record. Under felonies, it says 6. What that is doing is that's counting what Mr. Wigarish, 4 felonies that Mr. Wigarish is serving time with over in Alpena currently. We just wanted to point out that those 4 felonies actually took place prior to the activity that happened in this file. So
You mean subsequent or?
no, prior. So this case actually happened before the 4 felonies that he was
Right.
charged with. Yeah. So yes, those 4 felonies
They are
happened
prior.
subsequent.
Okay, they are prior convictions, but you just want me to be aware that
Correct.
the conduct post-date.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And that would be the only correction, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm not going to direct an actual correction. That's just some clarifying information for me, and I appreciate that. The guidelines were scored at 5 to 23 months. Any challenge to the scoring?
None on our part.
Mr. McLennan, any additions, corrections, or scoring challenges from the people?
Your Honor, a correction, this would be on CFJ-284A, page 13. Number 22 of 23, that's the offense for this case. I believe the offense date and the arrest date should be May 23rd of 2024.
That's this offense?
I also believe the sentence date should be today, July 20th.
Oh, yeah, that would have been, okay. Yeah, and that seems to be consistent with the offense narrative, Mr. Gilbert.
That is correct.
Okay, so Agent Lesky, if you can make those changes, the offense date and arrest date to May 23rd of 2024, disposition date would be today.